The concept and the idea of Duo is relatively simple. If you activate one valve or one actuator, the gas will come out so fast, and we're dictated again by the standard. If we activate both, the mindset being that the bag should inflate twice as quick. Now there's a little bit more to it. We can play around with the speeds a little bit with the Duo, especially with the bottom valve. But in relation to the fundamental understanding is that's true, because you're getting the actual gas out of the can twice as quick because you're using two actuators. Our non-flammable Duos is green for non-flammability. Our Duos and our classics, mind you, is green for hazard. Hazard being how it's stored, how it's used, how it's supplied. I believe in an aerosol application that our Koolkap Duo is the only green bag out in the market. Reducing hazards, reducing risk, mitigating fire. These are all benefits of the product even before they get to site. But again, also from a user's perspective as well, especially the GWP. Having a low GWP, being able to activate, having different timings, there's benefits there for the user as well. So when we developed this brew for the LQ, and of course with our Duo variety, what we were looking at is trying to be able to have a bag that could withstand high and low temperatures, and we wanted the gap between the two to just get bigger and bigger. In essence, we've tested these bags up to 60 degrees. They inflate really quick because of the pressure rating. But then on the other hand, when you're putting or exposing a bag into very, very cold temperatures, either freezer or fridge, that maintains your pressure lower, or it reduces your pressure in the can. So high heat, high pressure; low heat, very, very low pressure. But low pressure would normally mean that it doesn't inflate quick enough, it doesn't hold pressure as hard as it should. And that was the deviation between super hot temperatures and super cold temperatures. I think before we were there, now we're here with this new brew. What we needed to make sure is we could maintain a hard bag, especially in top hole applications, but not only that, down the hole. So in those colder temperatures, it's important to make sure that those bags are A, going to hold the load, and B, going to completely seal the top of the hole. Okay, so shallow holes, you want a faster inflating gas bag, we can give you that. We've got open license to change these speeds to what you want, specific to your site requirements. Okay, medium depth holes, we can go to a faster slow rate, and then shallow holes, we can go as fast as you like. But then we have top hole bagging as well. If you put a bag in the top of a hole and you want it to inflate really quick, so you can then go to the next production hole and top hole all those, you really want a fast activating bag. That'll increase your production rates. You know, rather than waiting for a bag to inflate and grip the hole to move on to the next hole in say 24 to 30 seconds, you've already done 2 or 3 holes because you got your bag gripping at 10 or 15 seconds. We can make it 25 seconds, 35 seconds, whatever your site controls require to give you the best production rates out in the pattern. Koolkap, from an environmental impact point of view, across all our bags, our GWP on our gas is only 1. Okay, 1 over 100 years, 1.2 over 20 years. There are aerosol bags out in the market that have GWPs as high as 41, 44, which is 200% more than what ours is, and they're also greenhouse gases. So that was the important part of our patent, was to be able to have something sustainable. We've not been waving the sustainable flag for 2 or 3 years. We've been doing this since 1997. Our GWP on our product has always been environmental beneficial compared to all our competitors. Most offshore suppliers of blast bags do use greenhouse gases, HFCs. Not all, but most of them do. And that's the compared market that we're comparing with, not only in Australia, but from a global scale as well. From an environmental point of view, we've been on point for many years. This isn't something, again, that we've only just come up with because of the global environment and everyone's worried about it. We look at the environment in all the products that we develop, albeit Koolkap, albeit poly product. That's also always something in the back of our minds on how we could make a product better. We've innovated over the years, we've listened to the industry, we've improved our caps, we've improved our brew. And this is a big part of why we're here today. We're very confident in the brew that we've put forward here in both our LQ and Duo, and I think it's going to be beneficial for the market across the board, not only from a performance point of view, but from an environmental point of view. Look, the Duo came about specifically because what we're trying to do is comply with the UN standard, okay? So in relation to speaking about the LQ and how we had to do UN standard tests, our Duo brew passes that test. Not only does the Duo brew pass, is our classic brew passes for our non-flammable range. So we developed Duo to be able to get a fast activating bag that still complies to the standard of being non-flammable. And that's how the Duo came about.